If you rely on Madison Metro, you may have noticed some service interruptions last week due to negotiations between Metro employees and city officials. Well, tonight, our Maddie Heimsch brings us to where the rubber meets the road.
Each day, hundreds of Madisonians wait at stops like these for the bus. But on Thursday, 18 Metro routes were canceled, leaving riders in the cold.
The 7 o'clock bus never showed up. I had to call the boss man, tell him I'm gonna be late.
I ended up waiting here for like 40 minutes for my bus that never came.
I was trying to wait on the bus, it ain't come. I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I'm freezing to death. I had to walk to my destination.
The city released this notice reading, quote, due to an extreme number of driver absences, Metro is experiencing service disruptions today. But several bus drivers, each who have asked to remain anonymous, tell me drivers and mechanics were declining to work overtime.
It highlights to the people out in the community that, well, wait a minute, why do they rely so heavily on overtime?
A City of Madison spokesperson tells me on a typical day, 40 Metro drivers will work overtime hours. On Thursday, only 4 did so. UW-Madison professor of labor education Michael Childers says Thursday's staffing shortage spotlights just how many routes are driven on an overtime clock.
It helps them exert more power at the bargaining table in terms of highlighting the issues.
Teamsters Local 120, the union representing Metro employees, is currently in negotiations with the City of Madison. Drivers tell me they're asking the city for livable wages, but they're limited in their bargaining tactics.
Here in Madison, they are city workers, they are public employees, and by statute, public employees are not granted the right to strike.
But the most recent union contract expired at the end of 2024, leaving drivers who have been out of contract for nearly 2 months to take some form of action.
They just applied the rules that had already been bargained in their current agreement and utilized those to take action together.
Childers says even if they were allowed to strike,
there are many people that rely on Metro Transit, and these bus drivers are sympathetic to that.
And many riders sympathetic right back.
I ride the bus like pretty much every day, and these bus drivers sometimes have to go through a lot, and I think they, deserve more.
I reached out to the union for comment several times. A representative tells me they'll be able to speak further on the matter after this week's negotiations. Reporting in Madison, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.